Hey guys. Welcome. Hi. How are you guys doing this evening? Hey there. So, today's Wednesday. I'm already sweating because I just did a run through of what we're going to be doing tonight. I'm actually super excited about this routine. I don't know about you guys. I know for myself, I'm super pumped up about tonight. I'm actually about to make my pre-workout. So that means I'm going to get even more excited at some point in time throughout this workout. So that's, I guess, just a heads up, okay? Because I get to feeling really good when I get in the middle of doing everything. But hey, Pamela. Hi. Hey, y'all. But if y'all don't know what tonight is, I will go on ahead and educate y'all in just a few minutes on what tonight is. Yes, happy Wednesday. So just give me a second. I am about to shake up my pre-workout that I use. So hey, you can do it. Hi, everybody. So I'll be coming down here to see because I really am supposed to wear eyeglasses, but I don't. Thank you. I don't wear eyeglasses. I actually have them sitting over on my desk because I will use them when I'm not on camera because I feel like I look different. Like, I don't know. I don't know, whatever. But anyways, I'll be having to squint to read what y'all be saying. Honey, it's okay. Enjoy making them pickles. I love you. Hi. Aw. Yay, that is fun. Aw, tell Luke I said hi. I just knocked some over. Yay, well, welcome my first timers. So listen, I am going to go on ahead and start introducing myself. My name is Nataushia. I am from Central Kentucky. I started my weight loss journey back in May of 2021. I once weighed over 500 pounds. What happened was I was over 200 pounds down and I went on a run because as I started to lose weight, I started to get all of this energy. I was like, okay, I want to run. I want to go do all of these things because as a plus size individual, it's very difficult to have like any motivation to do a lot of things. And I think a lot of you guys may already understand that. So, yes, a minute for each. But so anyways, I ended up running 2 miles. And as I was running, my ankle started to hurt. But I was like, you know what? That's normal. It's fine. Let me push myself. Because as a former athlete, like I understand there's aches and pains and things of that nature. So I was like chalking it up to something of that nature. I wasn't ever anticipating to be in constant aching, really excruciating pain to the point where I was going to the chiropractor and things of that nature, getting adjustments on my ankle. But anyways, long story short, I decided to go on ahead and figure out seated cardio. I already knew how to do seated ab workouts. I already knew how to do those because I had been doing those. If you go back to the start of my weight loss journey, you're going to see in my videos, I've done a lot of things. I've really recorded the entire process over the last 2 years. But anyways, that's how I kind of ended up with seated cardio because I wasn't done. I wanted to still lose weight. I wasn't finished with my journey because if you can't tell, I know Facebook and YouTube, y'all can't see this, but TikTok, if you can't tell, this was when I was almost 495 pounds, just in this picture right here. And this is just a recent after. But anyways, that's how I've been doing seated cardio because I wanted to continue my journey and I knew I couldn't get it just sitting on my booty, okay? I was watching what I ate, but I knew if I increased my heart rate and I found ways to exercise and still burn calories, I'm going to get the results that I really am wanting right now. Because yes, I can lose weight while I'm eating healthy. But do you know how much more weight you can lose when you add a little bit of exercise into your lifestyle? Okay. But anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on ahead and read over what our routine is for tonight. I'm then going to go over what it is that we do. Then I'm going to show you how to properly sit in your chairs. Okay. Tonight's routine, we're going to start off with a jog, go into reaching steps. We have jump ropes. We have uppercuts. We have bikers, or like the slow control knee raise. We also have back jacks, knee slicers or the knee slams, battle ropes, tapsies, and then we're going to have the cross ankle taps, okay? Now, what we do that is different from every other night that I usually have these lives with you all is tonight is challenge night. So what that means is not only am I challenging you guys, but I'm also challenging myself. Now, I understand we're all at different skill sets, and sweetheart, that is perfectly fine. I don't care if you are just starting today as your first time, or if you have been with me since the time that I started doing this. You're going to be able to do this, and I promise I'm going to show modifications to ensure that you're going to be able to hop in this chair and have no worry in the world. I'm going to show you the easiest, thank you, I want to show you the easiest exercise to go into if you cannot finish the exercise that we do. I do interval training, so that means once I hit this seat, I'm not going to come back and I can't answer your questions. I can't talk to you until, thank you, until after we have finished our stretching, okay? So if you don't mind, once I get going, hold your questions, things of that nature. But what we're going to do is we're going to exercise for 1 minute, and then I'm going to give a 20-second breather. In round one, I'm going to show you the next exercise along with all of the modifications in the event there is one. Okay, thank you. So let me go on ahead and show you all how to sit in your chairs, and then we're going to get started, okay? Hopefully you guys have hydration stuff ready and available, because you're going to be sweating. If you don't think you're going to sweat in seated cardio, baby, I don't know what you decided to tune into, but you're going to be sweating. All right. Now, if you want to, you're more than welcome to track this workout if you would like. I track this on my Apple Watch. Of course, I know not everyone has access to that, and that's fine. Now, you're going to see me using my watch quite a bit, and that's because I'm keeping up with our timers. Okay? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all how to sit in your chair, and I need you guys to pay attention to some of the stuff that I'm going to show you. All right? So what we're going to do is we're going to sit at the very edge of our seat, okay? Now, it is very important that we try to keep our back off the back of our chair as much as we possibly can. But I understand if today is your first time, you're going to need to use the back of your chair, and that's okay. I get it. I used to not always be able to do what I do now. I had to start somewhere just like you're starting somewhere, and it's completely okay to start here and use the back of your chair for stability and support in these exercises. But what we're going to do is also try to focus on keeping our core tight. And you might ask, like, how do I do that? I got you. I understand. I didn't know either. What you're going to do is, if you have ever taken a selfie or photo and you sucked in your stomach to look skinny or smaller, essentially that is what we're doing. We're just tightening up our stomach while we're working out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a seated quick feet. This is by far the easiest exercise that you can do to have your heart rate elevated and to continue moving if you cannot finish one of these other alternative exercises, okay? So this right here is the seated quick feet. You're going to have your arms extended in front of you if you want, because what this will do is it's going to engage your abdominal muscles a bit more when you're doing your quick feet like this, okay? So that's your seated quick feet option. Now, if you want, while you're doing your quick feet, you can do your arms, whatever, because I know when we're doing these exercises, they are going to be challenging if you have never done them before. I'm just being honest. So that's why I'm saying, one, go at your own pace. Don't race me. Don't race whoever. Go at your own pace. Go as slow as you need to, and then increase your speed as you slowly, gradually continue to do this. So don't just run out and gun it, okay? Listen to your body and slowly ease your way into it so you're not going to hurt yourself. But I am going to show you the seated jog from the side so you understand what we're eventually going to have you doing. Because when I first started doing seated cardio, my core strength was poo, okay? It was not good. Now I can literally go through an entire session with you guys on live and keep my back off the back of my chair. I used to not be able to do that. So let me show you what the advanced version of seated jog is, because that's our first exercise from the side. And then I'm also going to show you the modified version, okay? So give me a second. So this is your advanced. So notice how my back isn't on the back of my chair. I'm keeping my core tight and engaged. And as I move my arm, what it's going to do is it's going to increase your heart rate. And essentially what we're trying to do is burn more calories to burn more fat. So that's what you need to do. The quicker you move, the more calories you're going to burn. Now let me show you the modification, because I understand this particular exercise is extremely challenging if you've never done it. Okay? Hey, baby. So you're going to go pump, 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 pump. So notice how on this particular modification, your feet don't come off the floor. This is going to be an easy option also if you can't finish one of these other exercises, because I need you to stay moving for a complete minute. Don't just stop and sit there, because you're going to not reap the benefits of this workout routine, okay? So we're about to get started. I'm going to adjust this little camera down here so that, it can work. Are we ready? Hi. So we are going to go on ahead and get started. Now, with that being said, if you don't mind, just keep in mind, I don't come back up and answer questions yet, okay? Are we ready? I hope we're ready. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to turn my music up just a tad, and then we are going to get into it, okay? Yay. Okay. All right. I think I have this set up on where it's like, no, it ain't. That's okay. All right. So our first exercise that we have, as I've mentioned, is our seated jog. Now, YouTube, you can't see my feet, so I'm going to fix y'all again. Hi. Sorry. You just seen Juniper, so yeah. All right, so that's a little bit better for you too. So what we're going to do first is our seated jog. So if you're just tuning in, this is what it looks like, all right? You're going to do this number right here. But if that's too difficult, you can do the modified version where you go pump, 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 pump. All right? So pick one of those. I'm going to go on ahead and start recording my workout as the high intensity interval training. I'm going to go on ahead and pull up my timers. You will see me using my watch a lot, and that's only because I'm timing everything that we do, because it is extremely crucial we meet all the time requirements in order to actually have the interval training that we're seeking. Okie dokie. All right. So we're going to go on ahead and start with our jog. We have 1 minute. Starting now, let's go. Up next will be our reach and step. In our 20-second breather, I will show you the modifications and the advanced version of that exercise. Make sure you guys are also staying hydrated too, okay? Keep it moving. You have less than 30 seconds left. If you need to slow it down, pace yourself, that's completely fine. Go at your own pace, though. Don't try to race me. I will go probably a little quicker. Maybe you're going as quick as I am. I don't know. Regardless of your pace, just go at what you can handle. All right, I need you guys to take your breather. You have 20 seconds. Starting now. So to do a reach and step, what you're going to do is literally reach and step, okay? Reach and step. All right, so Whatever you feel. All right. Now, if you can't handle the legs, I understand that. So what you need, reach, reach, reach. All right. So we have 1 minute starting. Now let's go. And I promise we're only doing a minute. I didn't add no 5 seconds this time like last time. Good job. Up next is our seated jump rope. Keep it up. Good job. Almost there. So what this exercise does, if you are at the advanced version, is it works your entire body. Just so you know. Take your breather. So the seated jump rope is a little challenging. I'm just going to keep it real. But I do have a modification that's going to make it easy as a breeze. Okay? So, pay attention. Here's your advanced. Okay? Now, pay attention to your modification. Now, I know the comments may be in the way, so you can scoot them over or whatever. So what you're going to do for the modification is bounce. So your feet, just use your tippy toes. Pretend you got a baby in your lap and just bounce the baby. Obviously, don't shoot little Bobby up through the ceiling. All right, let's go on ahead and do our jump ropes. We have 1 minute starting now. What this is going to do is it's really going to focus on your lower abdominal section. Really work your core. Uppercuts are next. Keep pushing. Good job. We have less than 10 seconds. You got this. Take that breather. Good job. So the next exercise is uppercuts. What you're gonna do is this. But you're gonna pick your own pace. Obviously, you're not gonna go super, super, super slow. So try to give yourself a little speed, but enough to where you're not gonna overdo it, okay? All right, we have 1 minute. Starting now of uppercuts. Focus on keeping your core tight and engaged if you can. If you can't do it completely the whole entire time, just do it in moments. Some is better than none. Good job. Keep it up. Up next is our bikers, or that slow controlled knee raise. Keep it up. Take your breather. Good job. So to do this assisted biker, what you're going to do is hold on to the back of your chair. And you're going to bicycle, literally, with your legs. Like that. Okay? But I understand that's challenging. My core is already sore. But what you're going to do, if you can't do that yet, and that's fine, this is what you can do instead, okay? Slow, controlled knee raise. And what it's going to do is it's going to focus on the exact same area that a biker is going to focus on anyways. You're just working that area of your body in a different way, okay? So, pick your poison basically, and you have 1 minute starting now. Let's go. Up next is our back jacks, okay? Now, if there's moments you want to challenge yourself and do the biker, you can. And you can rest your feet on the floor for a moment if that's going to help you. All right. Yeah, girls going into knee raises because my stomach hurts. You got it. Good job. Keep going. Don't stop. Take your breather. Our next exercise is going to be our back jack, and this is what it looks like. I have 3 examples, so pay attention, please, all right? You're going to start like this. Okay. Now, if you need a modification, here's one. Here's your last one, okay? This right here. So pick one of those and do this exercise for 1 minute, starting now. Let's go. But my stomach hurts a whole lot right now, so I might be doing that slow, controlled knee raise with y'all on that one. You got it. Good job. This is an exercise that not only just works out your entire body, but it definitely focuses a whole lot on your arms and your upper body, okay? Good job. Almost done. Take your breather. Good job. So our next exercise is going to be our knee slice or the knee slam. What you're going to do is you're going to start right here. Slice, slice. But I understand that can be challenging. So if it is, I need you to slam, slam. Okay? So slice or slam, you pick. But we have 1 minute starting now. Now the reason why I am so adamant on doing intervals is because that's how we keep our heart rate, in a sense, shocked to really elevate the burning of the calories that we're trying to burn. Because I was always taught that you should really get your heart rate really high when you're trying to work out. Whenever I did the Biggest Loser in my hometown. Like my hometown did a Biggest Loser type situation. But it was just for my hometown because my local chiropractic center, they hosted it. And they did like a little version of their own in the little town that I was in. And the personal trainer that I had when I was in like a senior, I think, in high school, they said I could keep my heart rate above 160. Take your breather. I should shoot for above like 120-ish, but hit around 160, and that's when I'm going to have the ultimate burn. So now that I've lost so much weight, I have not stretched that yet. But our next exercise is the battle rope, and that's the one where we do this right here. But I know I'm not a personal trainer, but I've taken all of the knowledge that I've learned over the years and everything that I've even researched, even being an athlete. So that's where I get all of this stuff from. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and knock out our battle ropes. We have 1 minute starting now. Let's go. If you keep your core tight in this particular exercise, I know it looks silly. You're going to see Juniper come across through here like a little scared ghost. But if you keep your core tight, what it's going to do is you're going to focus in this section right here. That's going to work your abdominals and your obliques. So work it, work it. One more thing, I'll flip it and reverse it. Good job. You got it. That's it. So up next is going to be our tapsies. I really enjoy doing that exercise. It's so fun. Almost done. All right, take your breather. So to do the tapsie, it looks really silly, but it's super fun, and it really is a great workout for your arms, your core, your legs, everything, even your glutes. What you're going to do is you're going to really control your press down of your arms, but watch what I'm doing, okay? As I press down, the same side leg goes out and back in, out and back in, out and back in, okay? So essentially, this is what we're going to do. Now go at your own pace and do what you can handle, and we're going to kill it together, okay? We have 1 minute tapsies. Starting now, let's go. Now, our final exercise in round 1 is our cross ankle tap. Try to keep your core as tight as you possibly can when you're doing this exercise, okay? And really focus on keeping your arms tight, like really press. You got it. Good job. Almost there. Keep it going. Take your breather. So our last exercise is that cross ankle tap. Now I know that can be challenging for some of us, because what it is you're going to do this number right here. You're literally crossing and touching your ankle. But I understand, coming from over 500 pounds, you can't always reach that far down, and that's fine. I've got you. What you can do is these. Shin, or you can do this. This right here is the exact same exercise, and it's still going to work the exact same thing. So if you can't reach that ankle, I need you to give me something between your knee and your ankle, but you give me your best effort. You have 1 minute, starting now. Pick your own pace. Remember that, okay? We are about to start our second round. If you're French, we're starting round 2. If you are Spanish, we're starting 2. Keep it going. Good job. That's it. Don't give up. You got this. Take that breather. So we are back to start our second round. Make sure y'all staying nice and hydrated, okay? Now I understand you guys cannot complete the full round or the full routine. Go at your own pace, okay? But gradually try to increase your challenges, okay? All right, y'all. We're back to the top. It means we're back to jog. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do that for 1 minute. Starting now. Let's go. Up next is that reach and step. Keep it going. Good job. Keep it moving. Good job. That's it. Less than 10 seconds. Push through. You got it. Take your breather. Good job. All right, so our next one is going to be that reach and step. Remember, if you can't handle the stepping, what you can still do is just simply reach. Thank you guys so much for all the love. Thank y'all. Y'all are a blessing. Don't ever forget that, okay? But you know what? Y'all probably about to think I'm not so much a blessing. You got 1 minute. Reaching steps. Starting now, babe. Let's go. Let's kill it. That's it. Put in that work. You got it. Keep that core tight. You can do it. So this particular exercise, once you incorporate your legs, if you aren't already, if you'll notice, you can see the muscles working in my inner thighs when I'm doing this, okay? I can feel my glutes burning when I do this. I feel my obliques, all right? So it really does work. You just got to put in the work, which I think is pretty easy. It's only a minute times 3. Take your breather. Good job. All right, up next is that jump rope. We're really about to rip our core up. Whew. If y'all's abs are not sore tomorrow, I don't know what you did. Mine are already sore. But guess what? It is time for us to go on ahead and knock out our jump ropes. We have 1 minute of those starting. Now, my loves, let's go. Have fun with it if you want to. I've noticed when I try to have fun with it and I be rotating, it works all sides of my abs. See, this works my obliques on this side. When I go to this side, it works this side. Have fun with it. Make it your own. Good job. Take that breather. Woo, you earned that one, didn't you? I know you did. Because we sure did. Up next, uppercut. Y'all are doing awesome tonight, seriously. But, hope y'all getting ready. Because it's almost uppercut time. Y'all, my hair's getting so nice and sweaty. I'm sure you don't. All right, y'all, it is uppercut time. We have 1 minute starting now. The next exercise I'm going to do instead of the biker with you guys, I'm going to do the modification, okay? So I'll be doing that slow, controlled knee raise instead of doing the actual biker. All righty. You got it. So if you've never seen a modification for a biker, you're going to find one out in just a moment because I usually don't do modifications this late. But your girl ain't going to make her stomach much more upset. Take that breather. We have 15 more exercises separating us from the end of our workout and stretching. Just 15. We're over halfway through, but guess what? It's time for this slow control knee raise in place of our bikers. We're going to do that for 1 minute. Starting now, sweetheart. You got this. Push through. You can do it. Now my back is not touching the back of my chair. I'm keeping my core engaged, but it's not as painful right now for me to do it like this. And it's okay. It's okay to make modifications and still complete an exercise routine because guess what? It's challenge day. As long as we finish, that's what matters. And you can always find a way to stay moving to keep your heart rate going. So don't cheat yourself. Even if you don't do an exercise that I show you, you can still get up and dance if you want to. Keep your heart rate going. That's all you got to do. But for right now, you're going to take a breather. All right, so up next is going to be that back jack. All righty. Make sure you guys are staying nice and hydrated. All right, it is back jack time. So go on ahead and get in your formations, y'all. We have 1 minute starting now. Let's go. Try to focus on keeping your elbows up because you're really working those shoulder blades. Really focus on squeezing your shoulder blades, okay? Up next is that knee slicer or the knee slam, okay? Keep it going. That's it. Almost there. Good job. Take your breather. Now, up next, you can choose to do that slicer or the slam. It is completely up to you though, okay? But you guys are doing phenomenal tonight, and I'm so proud of you guys, and I'll tell you all that every single stinking night. Okay, but for right now, we have 1 minute. Knee slice or knee slams starting now. But the reason why I always say that I'm so proud of you guys, and I always go back to this, and it's simply because I remember what it felt like to start out and not really know where to go or know what to do. But you guys have obviously been searching. You've obviously been doing homework because you're ready for your journey too. And I see that. And I've been watching you guys, well, at least the ones of y'all that send me friend requests, so that I can see what you guys post and things of that nature. And I see you guys making your progress. I see your meal preps. I see you guys exercising and walking. I see you guys getting more sleep, doing more soothing things. So to me, that speaks volumes on how this journey is going to go for you. Because you're already putting in the hard work of trying to figure out where to start. Take your breather. But really, you already know where to start, or you wouldn't even be looking. You start with yourself. In case you were wondering. Okay? We're about to go into these battle ropes in just a few more seconds, okay? But essentially, when we do these journeys, it starts right here in our mind. Believe it or not. You're not always going to have the motivation. You're not always going to feel like doing this. You're not always going to feel like showing up. But what you are always going to have to do is stay disciplined and consistent and dedicated. But what we're also going to do is these battle ropes for 1 minute, starting now. Let's go. But at this point, you have to decide, how bad do you want it? Are you going to continue to put in the work? Are you understanding that the scales will fluctuate? There's going to be times where you're not going to lose any weight at all. There's going to be times that you're going to hold water weight and the scale will fluctuate. Are you going to let that break your entire journey, or are you going to be prepared for the plan that you're going to need to put in place for when that does happen? Because it's going to happen. Maybe you're a female and you're going to get your monthly cycle time and you're going to gain a few extra pounds. It's part of it. Don't let that break your journey, though. Because some of us, that's what breaks us. But when we look at how much weight we've already lost in comparison to the 2 to 3 pounds we just gained, it's ridiculous if you think about it in that aspect. Just the thought. But take your breather. You got 20 seconds. Whew. Up next is going to be those capsies, okay? We are almost done with round 2 and about to start our 3rd and final round. All right. Guess what time it is? You guessed it. It is capsie time. We have 1 minute starting now. Pick your own pace. But keep that core tight. Okay? Really concentrate on those arm movements. Keep them nice and tight and controlled. You got it. Good job. Up next is that cross ankle tap. Almost done. Take your breather. Good job. actually only have 11 more exercises left at this point before we get into our stretching. We're over halfway done almost with our routine. We are over halfway done. So be proud of you, daggone selves. Dang it. Keep it moving. We're going to finish strong today. But we are going to go ahead and knock out these cross ankle taps. Let's go. Keep it moving. That's it. Are y'all having fun yet? Keep it up. Good job. Take your breather. Now we are going into round 3. Trois if you're French. Tres if you are Spanish. Whatever. But I do ask simply, if you ain't challenged yourself yet, baby, it is time. Face your fears. Come off the back of that chair for a hot little sec. You can do it, even if it's just for a second, okay? But it is time for us to jog. We have 1 minute. Starting now. Let's go. Remember, you choose your own pace, baby. But you gotta swing those arms. Whatever you do, swing those arms. Get that heart rate up. Keeping that core tight. That's it. Less than 30 seconds. You can do it. I know you're tired. I know you feel like you can't, but I know that you can, and I know that you will. We've got this. Don't give up. You are too close to the finish line to give up at this point. Dang it. Slow and steady always wins the race. Take your breather. Good job. At least the race in weight loss, in my opinion. Let me rephrase that. Slow and steady wins the race when it comes to weight loss. But it kind of depends on your situation. Regardless, you're going to lose weight. But when it comes to working out, it's okay to slowly start increasing your speed as you progress, okay? But let's knock out these reaching steps. We have 1 minute, starting now. That's it. Yes. Put in that work, baby. Good job. Don't give up. You got it. Perfect. That's it. Good job. Almost there. Keep pushing. You got it. All right, take your breather. That felt like the longest minute ever. So, jump ropes are next. It is jump rope time, okay? We have 1 minute starting now. Whew. Good job. Good job. Look at you go. Less than 20 seconds. Take that breather. Oh, thank you for sending me stars, whoever sent me stars. Ooh. Y'all ready for our uppercuts? Now, something I learned when I was in track, and I try to share this every time that I think of it, which is almost every day. Whenever I was on the track team, I was always taught, you know what, if you're having a bad day, take it out on your implement. Today, your implements are your arms, your hands, whatever. So if you've had a rough day, if you're going through things, I know you are. You can't tell me that you're not. We all are. So you know what? Take whatever it is that you're dealing with right now that you're having issues with, take it out on the uppercut. Okie dokie smoky. We got 1 minute. Uppercuts. Starting now. Just put in that work. I promise it's worth it. Up next is going to be that slow control knee raiser. If you feel like doing the biker, go for it. But your girl ain't doing the biker today. You got it. Thank you guys for sharing this. I appreciate you guys. I see y'all. Thank you. Keep it moving. Almost there. Don't give up. Not yet. You can do it. Good job. Take your breather. You guys have done an absolutely wonderful job today. And if you don't feel like you have, because guess what? You showed up and you're putting in the work. Even if you had a moment today where you struggled and you ate something that you shouldn't have, you're here right now putting in the work. So don't give up on yourself, okay? You can do this. It's going to happen. But what we're going to do now is this slow controlled knee raise or the biker, whatever you want to do. You have 1 minute. Starting now. Let's go. You can do it, y'all. I know it burns. I know it hurts. I really do. But you can do this. Push through for these few seconds. It is so worth it because guess what? No matter what, you're worth it, and you've always been worth it. Even at your heaviest, even when you're at your lightest, you're still going to be just as worthy then as you are now, if not more. Because guess what? You're going to learn your worth through your process. As you go through your weight loss journey and you go through this journey of life, you're going to discover your worth if you haven't already. Just so you know. Take that breather, baby. You got this. Up next is going to be our back jacks. Okie dokie. right. Well, that looks like the timer has got us. It is now time for us to get into these back jacks. We now have 1 minute. Starting now. Let's go. You can do this, okay? Good job. Keep it moving. Good job. Less than 10 seconds, okay? You got it. Take that breather. Now up next is going to be the knee slice or the knee slam, okay? Y'all, it is challenge day. Not only have I challenged you guys, but I have challenged myself on live. My core cannot handle backers, so that's why I've been doing these knee ups with you all. So I'm here to tell you all, there's a way to always finish the workout, but right now we're going to do these slice or slam. We have 1 minute starting now. So whenever I say, you know what, even if you don't do the exercise we do within that minute, I don't care if you get up and you do the electric slide. Baby, your heart rate's going to be going, and that's what matters. You moving is what matters more than anything for that whole entire minute that we exercise. Okay? Good job. Almost there. Push through. That's it. Almost done. Keep pushing. You can do this, okay? Take that breather. Still feeling bad? Are you still feeling bad? Good. Y'all, we about to knock out these battle ropes, okay? Y'all ready? If not, that's too bad. We have battle ropes for 1 minute, starting now. Good job. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and just working out with me. And thank you guys for sharing my content. And thank you guys so much for just being here and supporting me, to be completely honest. What, baby? Oh, I will. Because you know what? I know it's not easy all the time to show up and work out. Because you don't always want to, do you? Sometimes you've had a long day at work. Maybe you've worked all day on your feet. Maybe you've worked in the garden all day and you're just super exhausted and you're hot. Take your breather. Maybe you've not had much sleep from the night before because you've had a lot of issues that you've had to deal with. But you still choose to show up anyways. To me, that speaks volumes on how your journey is going to go, because you know what? That's kind of, in a sense, what I did. I would wake up and I would work out. I would make sure I was getting in numerous workouts. If I was at work and I was pulling doubles, I was still working out on my breaks. Like, if you guys go back and watch my reels and my videos, you're going to see that. But it's time for us to do our tapsies. We have 1 minute starting now. Because, like, literally, that's when I started doing my core exercises. was whenever I was working and I had overtime. Because back when I did have a real job before I was wrongfully terminated, that's what I did. I would pull a crap ton of hours. I can't tell you how many times I pulled doubles within the 5 years that I worked at that facility. But I would still work out at work because I knew I wanted to reach my goals. So at this point in time in your life, you have to sometimes just simply push yourself. Sometimes you're not going to be motivated, and I'm just being real. But that's when you need to kick your butt in gear, get consistent, and start learning how to discipline yourself, and you're going to reach your goals, I promise. It's not going to be easy, but it will be worth it. It will get easier as you choose yourself. You're going to see how much easier it becomes. I promise. Take your breather. We have one more exercise, and then we are going to finish with some stretching, okay? Are y'all ready? All right, let's finish strong. This is our last exercise. We have 1 minute. Starting now. Sorry, Juniper. Good job. That's it. Put in that work. Good job. Almost there. Take that breather. Ooh. Y'all, I'm going to put my chair up and then I'm going to come stretch with y'all, okay? That was a good workout, wasn't it? How y'all feeling? Well, I'm putting my chair up. Y'all let me know how you feeling, because your girl feels like I about died. No joke. Thank you. Y'all, look, I got a leg muscle. How cool. Like I didn't have leg muscles before. I'm goofy. Yay! Y'all did awesome. Okay, so let's go on ahead. I am going to move you back a little bit more. Here we go. So we're going to go on it. You're welcome, sweetheart. We're going to go on ahead and get into our stretches, and then we'll be done, okay? So what we're going to do first is we are going to pull our left arm across our body, okay? We're going to pull it to the right side like so. But good job tonight, for real. Now, whenever I do finish stretching, I will be able to read your comments because I'm now at a distance where I can't read them again, and I apologize. But I want to let you all know, I do see you guys commenting and things of that nature. Now, I need you all to open your arms really quickly. Okay. Cross them. Spear fingers. Open. Cross under. Okay. Now, we're going to take our right arm, do the opposite. Okay. So go on ahead and pull your right arm across your body. But once I'm done, I will be able to answer and respond to y'all. But I am not able to see what y'all are saying right now because I ain't got like micro vision. I wish I did. That'd be lovely. Great job tonight. All right. What I need you to do, sweetheart, is go on ahead, open your arms. Cross them. Open. Cross. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to pull our left arm behind our head. Now, I understand I didn't always have the ability to reach my arm and actually stretch it like this. So I'm going to show you a trick that I had to teach myself when I was first kind of starting out and stuff when I couldn't reach my arm, just so you're going to be able to stretch too, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to interlock your hands together like this, and then you're simply going to reach behind your head and pull until you start feeling the stretch coming along this section right here in your arm, okay? It may not take much, and that's fine, and it's okay, but I want you to give me your best effort. Okie doke, okay? All right, let's go. Great job, y'all. I know challenge night can be difficult, and I know a lot of people probably honestly don't like to come to challenge night, but I feel like in a sense it's one of the most rewarding workouts. All right, open, cross, open, cross. Now we're going to pull our right arm behind our head just like we did our left. And the reason, the reason why I say that this is one of the most rewarding workouts is because it kind of gives you an idea of how well you are doing, how much more in shape you're getting, how much stronger you are starting to become. Because that's one of the reasons why I like to do challenge days, because I like to gauge my progress and things of that nature. That's something that I've always kind of enjoyed doing, challenging my own self. But what I need you to do now is open your arms, okay? Cross them. I feel like I'm doing Gangnam style. Open. Cross. All right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do lunges. Now it's going to look like we're almost doing a split, but we're not, okay? But let me pull this down a little bit more so y'all can see. Honey, that's fine. You can send as many friends as you want to, okay? You can send your whole work crew if you want to, okay? But what we're going to do, though, you're going to think, okay, this looks super weird. This looks crazy. But this is something that's going to stretch the interior of your thighs and things of that nature. So what we're going to do is you're going to take a big step to the right, a little wider than shoulder width apart, okay? So you're almost in a sumo wrestler type stance, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're just going to squat down to the right. And as we do that, what we're going to do is we're going to stretch the interior of our upper left thigh. All right? So go for it. Okay. And then we're going to switch in just a moment. Taking it to the other side. All right, come up for a moment. Sorry, Juniper, I didn't mean to scare you. She is the most skittish cat, I promise y'all. She's been like that since I got her. I promise I don't beat her. She doesn't even come close enough to allow me to even try to sometimes even pet her. So, just so we know. But anyways, we're going to go on ahead and take it to the left side. And what this is going to do is it's going to focus on stretching the interior of our right thigh, okay? So we're simply going to stay in the same formation, but we're going down like so. So let's do it. And I'll let you know when to pop back up. We are almost finished. So you should feel a slight pull going on in this area right here on this thigh. Okie dokie. On me, it's my right thigh. Now, I don't know what side you're going down on, so whatever. Float your boat. All right, come up. All right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to focus on stretching the back of our thighs. Now, what I've realized in doing this particular one is you're going to spread your legs just a little bit more. Once you start coming down this way, you can start feeling it pull. Like you don't even have to go all the way down to the floor. If you can't reach the floor, this is okay right now. And as you increase your challenge and you advance in these exercise/stretches, what you can do is eventually work your way down to where you can touch the floor too. It all takes time. But I'm going to go down to the floor. You guys can go wherever it's going to go to where you can stretch the back of those thighs, all righty? But here we go. We are almost done. Great job tonight, y'all. Now, just so y'all know, if you do this move right here, this will also help with your raw fat and things of that nature. Now, this is not a stretch. I'm just showing you an exercise while we are stretching. Okay? All right. Come up for a second. You're done with that stretch. What we're going to do now is we're going to take it to the right side. So what I need you to do is take your right hand and place it above your right ankle, okay? And then you're going to lean to the right side. So, you know what? Here we go. So what you're going to do is you're going to have some slight pulling and stretching going on in the interior and the back of your right thigh as you lean to the right side, okay? We are about to swap sides. All right, let's go on ahead and take it to the other side. So left hand above your left ankle, right hand on your left kneecap, and you're leaning to the left side. When we finish with this stretch, if you don't want to be dizzy, you can try and come up slow and concentrate on breathing. But if you don't mind to be dizzy and you might like that sensation, you can come up as fast as you want to, but I can't guarantee that that's an experience you're going to get, okay? So it is time for us to come up, so choose the pace of which you decide to come up. I don't want to get dizzy, so I'll see y'all in a few seconds. All right, there we go. I made it successfully, and I didn't get dizzy. So if you don't know anything about bariatric surgery, that's one thing that happens sometimes is you do get lightheaded if you come up too quickly. That's something that I've had to learn to cope with. So that's one of the reasons why I do that if you're wondering why I do come up slowly. I'm sure a lot of you guys have wondered why she goes so slow. That's why, so I don't get dizzy and lightheaded. But what we're going to do last is we are going to do an inhale, hold, exhale. I'm going to show you how it's done, but you are going to be in complete control on your inhales, your holding your breath, and your exhales, because I know some of you all may have asthma. Some of you guys may have other issues, and I don't want to hurt you, okay? So I want to show you what it's like. You're going to inhale up, hold your breath up here, then you're going to exhale down. All right, we're going to do 4 of those starting now. Let's go. One, 2, 3, 4. Good job, y'all. How are you guys feeling? Yes. So thank you guys so much for tuning in per usual. Now, y'all are amazing, just so y'all know, okay? So, the only stretch that I know for necks, I don't recommend necessarily if you're having neck pain. It's just simply to stretch your neck. So I don't want to give you information and honestly hurt you more. So I would honestly seek a medical professional, and that's not something that I am. So I don't want to hurt you more, okay? I wish I had the ability to help you and give you stretches to help you, but I can't. Not in that aspect. Yes, challenge day in the books for sure, Pamela. You killed it. You killed it. So, y'all, if you all do not know who I am Nataushia. I've been doing this for a little bit. I didn't actually mean to end up doing this. It just kind of happened, and I'm continuing to do it because my ankle is pretty well healed up at this point. I occasionally have some ankle pain, but other than that, like I could honestly go out and exercise and do normal things, honestly, without doing seated cardio. But understanding and knowing how many additional people that I'm able to help and I'm able to aid is possibly one of the most amazing and most rewarding things that I've ever experienced. So I am going to continue to do this until I can no longer. And I hope that's never, until like maybe my last breath. So we'll kind of see about that. But before I do hop off of here, nice to meet you too, sweetheart. But no, you are welcome. I understand. I do use my waist trainer. If you can't tell, my waist trainer's on right now, actually. I don't know if you can tell. But I'm like, see, I'm definitely like in it. Everything that I use, though, is pinned to my Facebook profile. I get zero commission to share with you all what I use. Now, YouTube, y'all couldn't see me. But I'm wearing all of my products right now. I have zero commission to share this with you guys, okay? I'm just letting you guys know. All right. So, listen, I'm down over 263 pounds. I started using Good Dose and Body Max products. I'm not even lying to y'all. I can tell a huge difference since starting to utilize their products. As I mentioned, I don't get commission. So the only reward that I get is the fact that I know for a darn sure that I'm seeing the results. Not only am I getting the results from that set of tools that I'm using for my body to help it sweat in areas that it needs to sweat more to lose the weight, tone up, tighten, and things of that nature, but I also have the other set of tools that I use, like my Core Keto Spray, to help target inches around my waistline to actually help increase my weight loss in these areas. So I feel like since I've started using these tools that I've added into my toolbox on my weight loss journey, is simply helping me hit the goals that I'm trying to accomplish. I mean, is it not? That's all I can say. Because I think I look dang good to have lost over 263 pounds. I'm just saying. And I'm not trying to be like conceited or whatever. I'm just stating facts because I see my progress and I see my changes. And I'm accepting everything. Because there's days I don't love who I see in my reflection. And I'm just being totally real with you. There is days I look in the mirror and I see all of my excess skin. I see all of my wrinkles. I see extra stretch marks. Like I see scars in places that I didn't used to have scars that I didn't even know existed because I had so much fat and a big belly that I could never see some of the places that I had scars. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I don't know. I love them. Yeah, thank you, love. You are having sleep surgery in a year. Yay. I'm excited for you. Thank you for saying I look fabulous. So I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not using just one product. Okay. So I also have on shorts underneath my shorts. Okay. These are like thermal lined. So they make me sweat a whole lot more for real. And then I also have on I do have a waist belt. Like it's a waist trainer type situation, but it's like a sweat belt. So it's a waist belt thing, but it's not the waist trainer. It's just the thing that accentuates the sweatage. That's the easiest way I can explain it. But I actually had Babe help me wrap myself because my skin on my stomach is starting to become so excessive that it is like rubbing me raw in this section right here. I know y'all can't see what I'm talking about, okay? So it's like starting to rub me raw in this section right here. I'm just being real. So like now I'm to a point where like I anxiously await and I've started to learn how to do it myself, but it's so much easier when he is home and stuff. And I'm like, can you help me wrap myself? Because he's able to go around and I like lift it and he circles me and he like helps me secure my stomach. So I have that one down here because I used to wear it up here. And then I have on my waist trainer after that. I have on the belt, then I have on the trainer, then I'll have on the shorts. Okay? That's how it goes. That's how much I wear. And then I wear my normal clothes too. So I'm going to be honest with you. This is my view on weight loss surgery. Okay? It is scary because this is my thing. I had to go in with the understanding that I would come out and possibly not lose weight. Maybe I would come out and I would gain it back. I wouldn't be successful. I had all of these thoughts. I had all of these fears. I'm being totally 100% transparent and real with you right now. I literally sat in pre-op. It was like I had the worst surgery experience as far as the process. One of the worst experiences I could have ever asked for, to be completely honest, because of all of the hoops I had to jump through, and I had to schedule all of my own personal appointments because my doctor's office just would not work with me, to be completely honest. They straight told me, you're not getting the surgery. I was the one who did all of the footwork. I planned all of my appointments, all of that kind of stuff. Okay. But this is my thing. When it comes to weight loss surgery, it is very, very important, I feel like, for us to go in with the understanding that, one, we could have risks. We could come out and maybe the food that we used to like, we don't like it anymore, because that is a thing. When you have bariatric surgery, your taste does change. So if you go in and you love chocolate, maybe you are just obsessed with chocolate food, you love it, you come out and you absolutely hate the taste of it. You don't even want it. Like, that really does happen. I have moments and spells where I absolutely hate the taste of regular water. I hate it. It makes me nauseous and I cannot stand it. So I constantly have to use sugar-free drink packets. Okay. Yes. So I have had to learn to make accommodations, because even though I do like pasta, I like to eat a lot of different things, but I've had to learn to adapt to the lifestyle that I've chosen, because I knew going in, I was going to have to live off vitamins. I was going to have to live off protein shakes. I was going to have to definitely put in all of the work, because it's not easy. You have to make sure you take your right vitamins. You have to make sure you hit your protein goals, or your hair is going to fall out. You have to make sure you do so many things. So whether or not you choose to do a surgical type way to help aid and have a tool in your toolbox on your journey. So if you want that, I support you 100%. Just go in with a knowledge base that it may not always just be smooth sailing. That's what I did. Because it's not always smooth sailing. You will have hiccups. You will have moments where it's not easy. Now, everyone's journey is not easy in general, because they're all different. So you kind of have to take it the best that you can, if that makes sense, because it's not an easy task at all. But at the end of the day, thank you so much for sending me, Rhonda. Thank you. But you kind of just have to learn how to go about it the best way that you can. Because it's not something that I can come on here and say, hey, this is what you're going to have to do. I can't do that, because I can't come to you and be like, you know what? I can't hold your hand every step of your way. I can't come in your house and be like, hey, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't eat that right there. Maybe you should eat one of those cookies compared to the whole sleeve of cookies that you're trying to eat. But you have to have enough self-control. And we sometimes are simply having to bust our butts and figure out how to increase our self-control, because there's times, honestly, our emotions will get the best of us, especially if we're female. And I'm just speaking for myself. I know not all of us are emotionally driven little turds like I am. But if we run off of our emotions, we're going to eat those types of things. Okay. We're going to do things that we're not supposed to. But I want you guys to understand, as long as you have something set up when you have those moments where you falter and you kind of fall off for a second. And I don't even like looking at it like that, because really all you're having to do is refocus. You're just having to refocus. But stop giving up on yourself. Stop giving up on your journey, because guess what? This time we're going to be successful together. We're holding each other accountable. Do you see that? And I can't wait to be able to start working out in person, because I promise, like I've said this over and over and over and over, once my finances are in order, and once I get this car fixed, because I got pulled over last night on the way home because I couldn't beat the dark home in time. And the cop pulled me over and asked me every single question underneath the book, because I had a car without a headlight. And I was like, I just bought this car on like Thursday. Like, I haven't had time to get it fixed. I just literally went to Zaxby's to get Eric's and fries. And then I went and got me an Impossible low carb Whopper from Burger King, because that's what I wanted. because I want it, like, I get the low carb version because I don't get bread. So what I'm saying is you can even go out to eat. You can go to fast food restaurants and still eat and get healthy versions of foods and still lose weight. Just so you know, because I didn't feel like cooking last night. But you know what? Tonight I got my cabbage soup. That is okay, Rhonda. Rhonda, is your arm doing any better, sweetheart? I didn't see your 7 Oreo comment. You're welcome. You're so welcome, Anita. I'm sorry. Is your toe better at least? Because I think I seen for a second where you said something, like, and I ain't responded yet, but I seen something to the effect of something about your toe. Is your toe better? I really hope that you're not overdoing it, Rhonda. But I know we are too similar. Um, Good. I'm glad. Okay, so we are actually not married yet. Um, but I met Eric. I had my surgery on June 30th of 2021. I didn't meet Eric until November. Well, he found me. He found me in November of 2021. But whenever we first got together, he was always with me working out. And when he can, he still does work out with me. But he has a very physically demanding, hard job that he works on his feet all day. So I can't expect him to come home after working like 10, 12, 15 hours on his feet all day, working on cars, and then expect him to come home and want to work out with me too. Now, I absolutely love when he has the energy to do so, but most of the time he doesn't, because when you wake up so early in the morning, because we have to be up really, really early for him to get to work, it's just, really not easy for him to want to come home and work out too. But whenever we first got together, like, we were working out all the time and things of that nature. But now he simply encourages me and he watches what I eat. And if he sees that I'm eating at a late time, there are moments where he'll be like, you think that you need to be eating it or whatever. Like, he'll try to remind me of the journey that I'm on and not be condescending about it. He's always very mindful about what it is that he says to me and aiding me along my process. And a lot of people probably don't hear me talk about that much, because we did used to have a whole lot of videos where we were working out together and we were doing things together a lot. But things change a lot whenever, we become employed and we have to have real jobs. And that's just kind of how it plays out. And we have minimal time that we get to spend together. But the times that we do get to, like, he's always trying to push me to be the best that I possibly can be, because that's all that he wants for me. And that's the exact same way for him. Like, that's just what it is. See, but this is my thing. Eric still eats potatoes and rice and well, not always rice, but he still eats potatoes. But it's a conscious decision within myself to choose not to eat that. He eats French fries in front of me. He eats baked potatoes in front of me. He eats all of the things that he still wants to eat in front of me. But what you have to do is determine whether or not you want it that bad. And if you, like, I literally came out of having my gastric sleeve surgery and my mom was eating chips right next to me in my bed. Well, not in my bed. She was in my surgery room, like recovery room or whatever. And she was literally eating, I think it was Doritos, because I remember smelling them. And I got really frustrated because I'm like, why are you going to eat next to me? Like, I wasn't hungry. I wasn't. But it was just the fact I just had my stomach cut in half, over cut in half, and you're eating in front of me, knowing daggum well I can't eat, which I wasn't really upset about it, but it was like, that's what was running through my mind. But one thing that I can also say is, if you like mashed potatoes, if you like things of that nature, there are so many healthier alternatives like cauliflower mash. And I will say, you know what? Y'all don't like alternatives. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you don't think that cauliflower mash tastes the same as mashed potatoes. It's not supposed to, because it's not a mashed potato. You can, like, mimic it as much as you want to and add all of those ingredients in the best that you can. But at the end of the day, cauliflower and potatoes are two separate things. They do taste similar in a sense, and you can get the same almost consistency when you're trying to cook with it, if you know what you're doing. and you can make it taste really, really good. And that's always a really great alternative to go into. There's always an alternative to one of the more high carb packed foods that we always eat. So if you take the time to do your research and find those types of alternatives, they are maybe going to taste a little different than what you anticipate. But what I have learned throughout my journey is if you're willing to make the adjustment within your own personal health choice and the lifestyle that you're choosing to live, it takes your body 2 weeks to adjust to a new taste. I used to not always like avocado, but I continue to try and make myself eat it to where I would like it, and now I love it. Now, I'm not saying that this may be something that you want to practice, but when it comes to your health and what you want to choose for yourself, and if you want to, get out of your obesity prison, I'm trying to provide you the tools that I've used for myself to get me out. So the way that you get more protein in, it depends on your actual your diet. I don't know what your diet is. I don't know if you're vegan, vegetarian, whatever you are, to be completely honest. Oh, I totally understand that. But I know for myself, I get a lot of my protein in because I drink protein shakes. And I do want to give a special shout out, which I don't know if she is actually still on here. Hey, it's a real thing. It really is. But Kirsten, I don't know if she is on here, but Kirsten actually sent me some funds on Cash App today because I only had 2 protein shakes left. And I was like, honestly, kind of trying to figure out how to get it. And I mentioned it earlier. And she actually inboxed me and she was like, you know what, check your Cash App. And I was like, you didn't have to do that. But I still wanted to take a moment, like if you're on here, and just say thank you, because I was just honestly taking my friend shopping because she needed a ride because her car won't start. So I simply took her because I now have the ability to help other people. I can't help in financial means by any means yet. One day I will hopefully be able to. But until then, if I have the ability to help people in other ways, that's what I do because I enjoy helping people. That makes me happy. But while I was in Walmart walking around with her, I got the message and I was able to go and get me the rest of the protein shakes that they had in the Walmart that I was shopping at. And then I'll have to go to Kroger and see if I can get the rest. And I was able to get some soap and I was super excited. But I just wanted to say thank you so much because you guys seriously do help provide for me in ways that I cannot ever even thank you all, to be honest. But your girl is going to hop off of here, okay? I'm going to go take a shower and all of that kind of stuff, okay? But I hope that you guys remember your worth and you remember that you are enough no matter what, okay? And you matter. Don't forget that. But I love y'all. I'm signing out. Peace. And